Micky, I'll start by asking the same question that I asked Jay. That there's a lot of talk about too many games over Christmas, and the schedule needs to be looked at again, and player welfare and one thing and another. And you've also got a lot of players and managers coming out and saying, this is what we do in this country. It's what we've always done. What's your stance? Are you a traditionalist, or do you think maybe the fixture schedule over the Christmas and New Year period should be looked at?
No, I think I'm a traditionalist, and there's nothing like Boxing Day games and New Year's Day games. I think that's always been a place in the calendar that we always look forward to performing in. It's a tradition that families come together and come to football at the times of the year. I think what makes it difficult, particularly this year, is with the COVID thing, that it's very difficult to plan because you don't know when or if everybody's going to be available. So that makes it a wee bit more difficult. And then, so trying to sort of cram the games in over this period with reduced squads it can be very difficult because you're having to go with the same players all the time. So I sympathise with that. So yeah, I would see that argument side of it. But COVID aside, I think it's always been great this period to either play in or come and watch games. So I think it's an important part in the football calendar.
And for Merseyside football fans, no Liverpool game, no Everton match, but there is a really good game taking place at Prenton Park on Boxing Day. Yeah,
of course. And they want to see live football then, yeah, at Prenton Park, Boxing Day, yeah, a really big game for us. Really looking forward to it. Like I say, great time of the year to perform.
How pleased are you with the recent form, Micky? Because in the league, you've been putting the wins together, staying solid at the back, getting the goals, win the matches. I know you'd like more, of course you would, and heading very much in the right direction.
Well, yeah, we're in a great position. We've worked very hard to get into this position. There's always stuff that we can improve on, and there's stuff that we're doing very well in order to try and get the results we're getting now. It's about keeping that consistency and improving on the things that we're doing in order to keep getting the results. It's a tough time of the season now. Everybody's, the games are now getting towards halfway now, so it's important that you just keep trying to chalk off the victories and find a consistent way of playing and doing that. And that's what we're trying to do at the minute.
Yeah, and the players, do you think, beginning to really get the message of what you require from them, particularly the new players that have come in? And I know we've spoken about it before, but nevertheless, it does take time for players to gel, doesn't it? And it does take time for them to understand what you want from them individually and what that means collectively.
Yeah, but I don't. Yes and no. It does take time, but I don't think we ask for anything that's too complicated or what that hasn't happened before. There of course will be tweaks and things because different managers and different players, but there's been nothing outrageous that I could say that it's going to take a massive amount of time for us to get used to. What's really important is that we've got to know each other. It's the relationships between each other that we've got to know each other well. And the players we've had little spells where we haven't won games, but on the whole, I think we've done fine. We want to get better, but we're picking up results. We obviously want to keep on moving everything forward and get better at everything that gets us the results, and that's all we're working on now. But the players have been fine. We've been getting these results now for pretty much most of the month, so we just want to just carry on that now.
And as far as the blueprint that you had at the start of the season when the recruitment was over, how would you assess the progress that the team's made?
Well, of course, you can only play 11 players, so what you do is you recruit a whole group, and then the whole group, you measure the whole group together in terms of what the team has done, because even though some of them are not playing, they've still played their part and helping us to get results. So we would have to say that we're in a good position at the minute, considering the amount of players that were brought in the summer. to be in the position that we're in. We would have to say that as a group, we're pleased with where we're at, but want to keep moving forward and keep finding that consistency.
And you've got quite a run of games at Prenton Park coming up, starting with this match against Barrow. There's been an excellent atmosphere, hasn't there, in the games there recently, and it does make a difference, doesn't it? The fans do make a big difference, and they get behind you. Prenton Park is, I guess, not a great place to be for an opposition player.
Yeah, we want to continue that, but no, that I'm certainly very fortunate here as the manager that I know that we have a very educated fan base. Educated because they understand what it takes to help to get Tranmere over the line and help to win games. Because certainly since I've been manager, they have been a massive part in what we've done, and when we've needed them, they know that, and then they get behind us and they know the impact that they make. It's terrific, and I can honestly say we don't hear a lot of or any negativity really during the games at Tranmere. It's all support for us to try and get results or keep getting better. They understand how much we need them, and they're always there for us when we need them. And that's, as I say, because they've understood the part that they've played and the success that the club has had, certainly since the time that I've been here as manager. So it's great to have that crowd that gets that, and when needed, you know that they'll be there for you.
Brilliant, Micky. That's fine for me. Good luck on Boxing Day, and have a really great Christmas and New Year.
You too. Great to see you.
Cheers.
Hi, Micky.
Hiya.
Can I just check how Paul Glatzel and Knight Percival are doing?
Both back on the grass, but still not available. Glatzel ahead of Knight Percival, but not yet available yet. But too early. But moving towards coming back into the group again. But he's not trained with us since he's been injured. So probably tomorrow will be the first time. Okay.
Any other injury concerns from Saturday, hanging over from Saturday or this week going into Boxing Day?
We've got some COVID issues, so there'll be people ruled out with COVID, but don't really want to speak about that yet. But there will be people who won't play. So that's just the way things are at the minute. So it's just hope that the boys that have it today still to get more tests tomorrow. So you just don't know. Just hope that they're going to be okay.
I'm not asking you to name names, but can you give me any idea of how many might have it?
As of at the minute, potentially 4.
Okay, thank you for that. Just on a wider question then, no trouble keeping goals out this season. It's been the bedrock of the team's climb up the table, and obviously you want to see more at the other end. This is obviously it's a new team that's had to try and find its image. How important are the fullbacks in that push for more goals?
I don't think it would be right to just single out any position. We should be scoring more goals from set plays. We should all of that. Turnovers and fullbacks. You can get involved. Got 2 good fullbacks. Can get involved in it. Midfield players can be chipped. So all across the whole team. I think that we have the talent that we would have to take responsibility as players and say that we do have the ability in the group and should score more goals. But I always look at things and think, well, you've got to be careful with how you want to go in and suddenly start attacking something when you're getting results. We're getting wins, we're getting clean sheets. That's what it's all about. Of course, we would like to score more goals and all the rest of it, but let's speak about what we actually are doing, and we are picking up real solid, tough victories against teams where the games were always going to be very tight, but we managed to find a way at the minute of winning by the odd goal and keeping clean sheets, which is a brilliant, brilliant thing to be able to have in your armoury. So I'm just very grateful that we're able to do that. And if we do that until the end of the season, we'll be delighted, absolutely delighted. Of course, we as I said, we know that in the group there is the ability, as you've seen with Jay Spearing strike from the edge of the box. We have the ability to do that. What we need to be able to do is take responsibility and just do it more, but just keep winning games, keep getting clean sheets and just keep winning. And then we'll argue about how beautiful it was, hopefully at the end when we've got the desired outcome.
It was a great day at Prenton Park on Saturday for a variety of reasons, but of course the victory itself and the manner of it against a pretty tough Leyton Orient side must have been really morale boosting for the side. Has that had a bit of a knock-on effect on the squad this week in training? And have you seen a bit of a spring in the step?
We haven't spent an awful lot of time at the training ground, if I'm honest, Richard, because of the COVID situation. We've tried to just use our time here smartly, but they have been pretty buoyant, I'd have to say, for pretty much most of the season. They are a really good group to work with. They are very open to improving, and there's no negotiation with them in terms of them understanding that it's all about hard work every day. They'll come in and they work hard anyway. So now that they, of course, when you're winning games, it does bring a different type of atmosphere to the training ground, but generally they've been a pretty buoyant group anyway, and been determined to keep trying to get results for Tranmere all the time anyway.
As you always say, you can only pick 11 players, and you've got a lot of players to choose from that have all come here for first team football. I was going to ask you if you were looking ahead at Hartlepool and maybe being quite close behind that game, looking at two different sides, but you may have your hand forced a bit here anyway if you've got players missing, and it's going to be an opportunity for some that haven't maybe been in the picture to stake a claim, isn't it?
Of course, it always is, but I've never, apart from the cup game during the week and generally the cup game, the EFL Cup, we haven't made a lot of changes that weren't enforced on us anyway. I haven't been reckless with the team anyway. It's either been injury or suspension or illness, or maybe make one or two changes. I would never really try and be too reckless about that. We won't look for excuses for Boxing Day. Whoever plays and pulls on that white shirt will be expected to go out and perform and get us a result. So that's what we'll be expected to do, and they'll be expected to work hard and show us the qualities that they have in order to try and do that. But like you say, there might be an opening now because of illness for a few to come in and carry the thing forward for us.
Just final one from me. It's Christmas back on the Wirral for the Mellons this year after a short sabbatical up north. How will that pan out for you? Have you had the family round the boys, or what's the plan once you've got training out of the way?
Yeah, we've got them all. So for Christmas Day, my mum's down, so we've got Mummy Mellon. She's down, Nana Mellon. She's in the house, and I have only Michael and Evie down. So, and the dogs and the fish. And we'll go and see. We'll go and visit the horse in the morning. So it's like Noah's Ark. But no, we love Christmas, and it's great to be back on the Wirral. I love the Wirral. It's a fantastic place to live. We really enjoy it. And then of course, tradition. We look forward to the game on Boxing Day to finish Christmas off.
Well, I hope you have a great day tomorrow, Micky, and you can cap it off with a victory on Boxing Day.
Absolutely. You too, and have a good day, guys, and look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
I think it's Sunday.
Yeah. Friday to Sunday. So see you on Sunday. Take care. Have a brilliant day.
All the best.
Cheers,
Thanks.
Micky.
See you later.
Take care.